I knew I had about 660,000.
She's like 100 red snapper dinners or whatever they eat in Mexico away from going broke.
I consider myself retired because I only do work I love.
They should have named it that. Yo, I chipped you. I chipped away at my money.
I made the decisions that made me happy.
Everybody clap it up for Rashida, man. All right, cool.
Yo, bro. Yo, like I seen this joint. Now, like I was looking at videos for us to like talk about, right? And,
okay, the headline alone, I'm already like.
This one stood out.
All right.
Like
that ain't enough, sis.
How I retired at 39 in Mexico City with 660. I seen the 660 and I was like, yo, like who is selling? I mean, maybe like if you like not doing anything else, but
what kind of life is that? Because like
retire stuck in one place.
To retire to me means I'm traveling where I want. I'm living however I want.
But you got bread.
But I got bread. Like 660
like you balling.
It sounds good in a lump sum, but over a lifetime, she's like 100 red snapper dinners or whatever they eat in Mexico away from going broke. Like 660 ain't enough. At 39?
All right. So let's
Dude, okay, no, let's take it like this. Okay, I'm sorry. Right. Calm down.
In traveling, I saw.
We live in the DC area. If you make 100K, you're not that special, right? You obviously have supplemental income to do good things, which is what we talk about.
Yeah.
But listen, if she takes her 600K and retires at the age of 39, living in DC, she's done in 4 years. She's gonna have to go back to work. And
I think
I know she's in Mexico City. Cool, but like, all right, so double it by half. All right, she'll live 12 years. 39 is not that old. That ain't enough, sis. But all right, let me watch this video. Let me not get ahead of myself. Just the numbers don't move me at all. I'm already kind of like, what are you doing?
All right.
Okay, well, she's building. That's good.
I'm Rashida and I'm 42. I retired to Mexico City from the United States. Before I retired, I was a consumer auto finance lawyer. My last salary was about $200,000 a year. I grew up middle class with parents who didn't talk to me a lot about money.
Yeah, we did too.
After college was the first time where I really understood how expensive it is to be an adult. I was working as a receptionist and I realized I couldn't afford myself. So I knew I needed to do something else to be able to live the life I wanted to live, and that thing was law school.
All right.
I was talking to...
Sounds like she started out great.
The investing strategy that's worked best for me has simply been investing in mutual funds. So I'm very much in the stock market, hands off, give it to a brokerage firm, invest it in one of their mutual funds, set it and forget it. So after I was laid off in 2009, it really hit me how much debt kind of controlled me, in that like I had to go to work, I had to find a job because I had to pay off this debt. And so when I got another job, my main focus with my money became paying off my debt.
All right, I mean, so that's smart so far.
Yeah, as I said, she started out great, and sounds
so
like she
was
making real estate moves, had a high-paying job, moving around, bouncing. I'm trying to understand where we're going to arrive at the retire with 600K decision.
All right, so I'm going to fast forward this.
I don't think I would have gone to take a career break if I didn't have the therapist I did. She was like, if you don't go now, you're never going to go. I traveled to...
I don't think that's true.
What?
Like she said, her therapist was just like, yo, like just take off a YOLO. I mean, like, it's a bad decision.
She probably didn't mean for good though. She was sabbatical type of, leave
I mean, some people,
thing.
I don't know, man. I feel like once you're making that bread, like you gotta go all in. I mean, like we vacation. It take 2 or 3 a year and take like a week, 10 days off. You could structure it, but I think that most people make it binary.
Yeah.
Like, I think you gotta do this, or it has to be this. It's like a whole bunch of gray in between areas that can also happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, the fundamental disagreement is the permanent aspect of it. Like you don't think her therapist told her, like, just stop working and travel the world. I think she just said, take a break and relax, which it sounds like she was doing. But let's see where we change mindsets here. I'm very, very curious.
I looked at my investments and I had about $500,000 saved and invested. And I knew I was going to get another like 150 in stocks from a company I used to work for. I knew I had about 660,000 because I knew I didn't want to go back to work. That was enough. It was enough for me to live comfortably in Mexico City or another country for a while. If I was in the US, would I have decided that was enough? Probably not.
Okay, at least she addressed it.
All right, I mean, that's cool.
Maybe it's a preference thing. She doesn't appear to have any children, any close family, husband.
That's cool.
So maybe she just decided, she wanted to be off the grid.
Like, once again, it doesn't have to be binary, but, like, I mean, like, my plan is just 3 million index funds, and then you just done permanently. And I think the the one thing that we got to realize, like while looking at this video, is that tech may be a little bit different because we do have a little more dispensable or disposable income. But look, in September 2021, Rashida's portfolio was valued over at just $1 million.
So her investments are still growing, and she's a millionaire retired in Mexico City.
If she adds to that and throws like 50 to 100 G's on that, she'll be set for life.
Oh, because she accelerated the process.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, right? Especially just making $200 a year working as a lawyer, or really a lawyer anyway, if she decided to go. I'm sure she just decided that her investment income was going to be enough to compound and grow for her, and then she was going to build her life around that. I mean, it's different than what we would have done, but all you can do is take your hat off.
I ain't trying to live in Mexico City, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Right, that's another story.
Where you want to retire, what your lifestyle is going to be, what your expenses are. But that's all part of doing the math that I described earlier. In a typical month, I spend about $2,300 to live in Mexico City. While the cost of living in Mexico is cheaper than the US, the cost of living in Mexico City is higher than a lot of Mexico. So it's a cheaper city to live in, but it's not necessarily a cheap city to live in.
All right, so I mean, $2,300. That's just taken away from the compounding, though. So I mean, I think she gonna make it.
Oh no, she's fine.
Like in her specific, in her specific lifestyle with what she's spending, but there's not like a lot of room for like error. I mean, like her portfolio's growing,
right?
But it's just not enough. Like inflation, like I'm thinking about all this just happens like in life.
I'll just say I'm really glad we watched the video because contextually the title moved me in the wrong way. But now actually seeing that, you know, she
plus
has
she can
a plan.
Go back.
Yeah, and her
but if you got the job
growing.
market for X amount of years, like, can you? I mean, I guess you can make anything happen. I'm just like, if you got the momentum, just knock that up. Yeah. So by 45, like we should be done. Like just done. Like if you want, like to me, money is you don't have to quit, but you can be in a position to quit.
Right. It just sounds like
still live a great. Like I'm not trying to eat like beans and tuna. Like
she chipped away at her you money by relocating to Mexico City.
They should have named it that. Yo, I chipped you. I chipped away at my you money. I still got another meal to go, but I chipped away at it. So y'all for a year, but I'm gonna be back though. Like but not really but almost you. But I still need like another meal to really say you.
I mean, unless she's really done with US.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless she's really done with the USA, and you know, that's a story in itself.
I became a career break coach. I help women who want to take career breaks.
Okay.
Leave jobs that don't deserve them behind.
But she see low key, she went back to work.
So I'm helping other women, and specifically Black women, realize goals that they didn't even know they had. A lot of times I hear from women who were like, I've always wanted to live abroad, but I didn't think it was possible.
See, at the end of the day, she went back to work. And now,
so she's making 3 to 5
grand, which in Mexico City is probably equivalent to multiple six-figure income.
Oh no, so I mean, like
her
that's
investment
good.
money she doesn't touch, and if you compound 660, it'll get to $1 million. So I mean, the title's misleading because she's working.
It was misleading.
Be clear, she's
but,
clearly
what
consulting.
I would say is like the only thing, like, so I think this is. Like the title's misleading, which is probably why CNBC made that title. Like, I retired at 660,
you know how
so you can
go.
click on it.
You know how they go.
But it's like the leap is different than like everybody. Like maybe she could do coaching and consulting. So hopefully she's telling people some of the same stuff we are, which is like, yo, like this is my path. Like it's almost like shining a light on the path, but that person has to critically think for themselves.
Facts.
And the one thing I give her credit for is knowing all her numbers.
She was like,
yeah, I know all my numbers, like what I need. Like we got plans, and I've seen plans of people who, you know, like my multi-million-dollar, like I've seen like their plans. I got a plan. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think
not bad, Rashida. You know what? Let me clap it up for you because I started out hating on you. Just in case you come back to see this video.
Clap back.
You knew your numbers.
We're super down for you.
That clickbait.
The title was like, yo, 660 not enough, bro. But you got a plan, so we applaud you, and that's it, man. I mean, you got anything else?
Yeah, I mean, when Jay-Z saw that, and you know, he's like, I came in the game winning paper like Puff. Like we all won $600K.
Yeah.
But then he realized Puff paper ain't enough. That's what I thought when I saw the video. Like 660 ain't enough, even though it's more than I have right now.
Yeah.
So you know, respect to her for figuring out, you know, her numbers and knowing. But the truth of the matter is, her money's still compounding. She's still working.
She got a plan.
She's in Mexico City. She figured out how to leverage, you know, her skill set, the lifestyle she wants to create, and have her wealth continue to expand. But in the first minute, I was wondering if that was the case, and it is. So everybody clap it up for Rashida, man. Give her a round of applause. Because we was ready to hate on you, girl.
I speak for
But you
yourself,
doing
man.
it.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on her, man. Just like live your best life, but just wouldn't work for me.
Nah, you right.
All right, guys, that's all we got for this reaction video. If you like content like this, if you're on YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button. If you're on our blog, you can find out where you can put your name and email address in, and then anytime we shoot out new content, you'll be one of the first people to receive it. With that said, we're over and out.
New rules.
That's it.